Yeah. I'm honoured to be here. I'm happy to be here. I think December 19th is going to be crazy though. I think the centre's going to be like buzzing, just crazy energy in the room. I think it's really good. So now, remember, I took a year out of the game to refresh because I was just piling on more and more baggage. I just feel fresh. I feel rejuvenated. It wasn't like I took the year out in vain. I had a purpose, and I'm just living. No, you look great. I feel good, man. I feel good. I've been training hard. I'm close to the weight that I need to be at for the fight. I feel good. He's done me a favour. Walking around bulky and heavy. I feel quick. I feel amazing. So I'm looking forward to the fight. That's why I'm just vibing right now. I think he is a smart operator. I think he's managed to put a good team around him to help him achieve his wildest dreams. I think he's a smart young man. So I don't want to focus on it being like about Jake. Oh, Jake's small, so that makes me confident. Jake's this, so that makes me confident. I'm just focused on myself. I'm confident in myself.
The air seems to be vibrating with electricity just 2 weeks before Jake Paul takes on Anthony Joshua.
All right, come in.
Coaches aren't meant to understand that you're tired. Coaches aren't meant to understand that you have emotions. Coaches are just supposed to look at you like you're a machine, and they just want results. I may be tired, but I just got to bite down on my gum shield because if I can perform to an elite level when I'm tired, imagine what I can do when I'm at rest or I've got energy. I've been through them days where I'm looking for sympathy and you just don't get it in sport, but you don't get it. I always knew there could be the most talented fighter out there, especially in our industry, where they can't sell tickets, they can't put bombs on seats, they'll never showcase their skills to the world, no matter how good they are. And that's why I say you have to have marketability and you have to have ability. And when you bring those two worlds together, it's a recipe for success.
This isn't being handled by AJ like a YouTuber cameo. He's training like a man who wants to put an end to all jokes before they're even told. He appears to be locked in. Full heavyweight destruction mode, no smiles. As if this is the fastest paycheck he will ever receive. Simply arrive, toss a right hand, and go early. However, this is when the story twist appears. With that reckless confidence that indicates he truly belongs in the same ring as a former unified champion, Jake Paul is over there acting like he's rewriting boxing history. And that self-belief is his hidden weapon, whether we like it or not.
I don't think Jake's crazy. He's a realist, he's a logical man, and he wants to fight. He wants to fight good fight. I looked at it and said, wow, this is a great opportunity to showcase myself to the whole world, and God willing, my prayers are answered and I get the job done and I hurt Jake in spectacular fashion and I get a victory. Jake called me directly. He called me. He didn't call my team. Jake called me. I said, okay, no problem, no problem.
Easy money.
Not easy money. We'll see. I'll let you know December 19th, December 20th.
He genuinely believes he can mess up the script, spoil AJ's evening, and make this simple money errand into the most costly issue Anthony Joshua has ever attempted to solve.
Fairly fair to AJ. I just know that I have the power and the timing. It's the shots that you don't see coming that knock people out. I'm a tricky knockout artist that people don't give me enough credit for. I've won knockout of the year. So he has to be careful. And I do have the timing, the speed, and the tricks up my sleeve to be able to hit a shot on this guy that he doesn't see coming that can put him to sleep 1000%.
Amir Khan intervenes with a far more serious caution amid all the hype surrounding Jake Paul versus Anthony Joshua this month, emphasizing that this bout is a real risk rather than just entertainment. He contends that Jake may be being pushed into a potentially dangerous situation by his crew, particularly promoter Nikisa.
I think it's watching his Dubois fight, watching the Ruiz fight, even watching the Usyk fight, and when you look at it, he's lost to guys who are smaller than him. I think it's his, it's his weakness, it's his kryptonite, is the faster guys who don't get hit by his big punches. He's definitely a bit chinny. He's durable, he gets back up, he knows how to fight when he's hurt, and he's still dangerous when he's hurt. But I do see holes where I can land big shots.
claiming that they seem to be prioritizing a large payout over his long-term security. Khan emphasizes that Joshua, a heavyweight, is capable of dealing genuine, long-lasting damage. Jake comes from a totally different background than seasoned pros who have spent years training their bodies to withstand punishment. Khan is adamant that boxing should be respected because one clean punch from AJ, like the one that knocked out Nanu, could end more than just Jake's boxing aspirations.
I think Matissa hates Jake Paul because he wants to bet, I think. That's what it comes down to. Me and JB had a meet with Akisa and he was giving big ones, which I did not understand. He's not really like, come on. But like he really wants to see his own friend that he calls my childhood friend hurt. That is wrong, bro. Like, you know what I mean? He's chasing the money. So he's just gone straight to the money and put my man in the firing line against a heavyweight champion who can hurt him and literally cause him problems in the future as well.
Although he acknowledges that some YouTubers, such as Slim, have demonstrated true talent, he cautions that this matchup ventures into a risky region where a single error might have disastrous consequences for all parties, including the sport. Khan's message is unambiguous. The genuine risks associated with competing against a top heavyweight must be overshadowed by the enthusiasm of crossover boxing. It serves as a reminder that boxing isn't all about clicks and viral videos. One misplaced punch can make all the difference in this sport.
Look, if AJ hits him with a shot like he hit Ngannou and knocked him clean out, I mean, even Ngannou would knock Jake Paul out. But that just shows, like, but you can't mess with the sport. Boxing, you can't mess with boxing. Oh, boxing is a sport that you have to respect. You're always at one punch away from getting hurt, and something bad's gonna happen one day, and they're gonna regret it. They're gonna say, "Oh, why did we take that fight?" It's not like they need the money. And if I was AJ, and a YouTuber come to me, who's tiny, who's smaller than me, and weaker than me, and has no experience at all, you think I'm gonna say no to him? Ends this YouTube boxing, because in a way, someone is gonna get hurt badly, and this could be the fight that someone gets hurt so bad that they will never ever get sanctioned to ever fight again. You know what I mean? But it's true though, innit, bro? Like, honestly, like, this sport is tough, man. And it's hurt and damaged a lot of people that have been boxers, and let alone, and these are people that are used to taking punches and punishment.
Using a more analytical lens, the TalkSport conversation builds on Amir Khan's cautious viewpoint by highlighting the competitive and financial aspects of the forthcoming encounter. Liam Smith responds enthusiastically to the spectacle of Jake Paul versus Anthony Joshua, implying that for AJ supporters, this bout offers a simple, lucrative chance following years of competing against top opponents.
Helping a lot of female fighters and women boxing as well by putting this promotion on, so I respect him massively. But if Anthony Joshua was to lose to Jake Paul, it would be the biggest upset, travesty, whatever you want to call it, in boxing history. So he has to look past Jake Paul.
Well, let's hear from Anthony talking to the media in Miami. One of the questions that was put to him was about his lengthy stint outside of the ring.
So I took 12 months out of the game, realigned my vision board, and consolidated a lot of things, trimmed down my team. And I said I need 12 months to do that, so I took 12 months out of the game. And from September 21st, if you think about it back then, to now, December, that's 3 months. So most people take about 8 to 12 weeks to prepare for a fight. So this was like a preparation for a fight, basically.
The panel further observes that Joshua has recently eliminated distractions by switching coaches and relocating his training away from London, and that he has openly acknowledged a fighting weight of 245 pounds, which is consistent with his most nimble and successful performances. Although Paul's promotional success and his commitment to women's boxing are respected, analysts concur that their boxing abilities are still very different. They contend that Joshua's defeat would rank among the greatest startling upsets in sports history, an outcome that would seriously cast doubt on his long-term goals as he seeks to compete for the World Championship again.
It's going to be at 225.
245.
245.
245.
But again, there's no rehydration.
No rehydration clause. 245. That was the last time that he boxed Alexander Usyk, which was back in, 2022? I believe he weighed 245. He was in training camp anyway. He was going to be fighting on the undercard of this fight on Saturday night with Devin Haney. He was going to be fighting on that undercard, 22nd, so he's in shape. His weight's down anyway, so making 245 actually.
He has to be that done.
Yeah, but that's his best weight anyway, Anthony Joshua. That's where he's more athletic, you know, he's got more movement and whatnot. And no disrespect to Jake Paul here, you go like, you know, without looking past Jake Paul, but he could look past.
Sort of statements about I'm ready to die in there and I'm going to bash you up and stomp all over you. Have you any cause for concern about the sport?
He's a YouTuber, isn't he? So like, they want them views. His life's been about views, and taking this fight with Joshua is views for him. So even if he loses in first round, he can always say I've been in with Joshua.
Yeah.
So he's at a win-win. It's Anthony Joshua what's under pressure. He's got to knock him out.
The countdown is on for a matchup many see as surreal, with some predicting a quick Joshua statement and others wondering whether Jake Paul can shock the world. Some expect AJ's easiest night, while others think Paul could earn respect just by surviving a few rounds. If Joshua lands clean, it could end fast, but if Paul holds up, the conversation changes. So what's your call? Does AJ take control or does Paul flip the script? Drop your predictions in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.